Virendra, can you tell a bit about you personally so that people can actually connect with who you are and what things have you gone through till this point of time? Why do you want to give wanted to give IELTS and stuff like that? Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. So I'll start from the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm basically from Mumbai, sir. I was
Mhm.
born and raised in Mumbai. I knew there is something called IELTS, which usually students who want to study abroad
Yeah.
apply or give. Okay, that is the thing I had in my mind.
Mhm.
So yeah, so when I started researching about it, I got to know about there are two different types of IELTS, and for the immigration we need general IELTS. Uh, then after that, I started going through a lot of different websites and YouTube videos, trying to self study and give it a try. Because a lot of forums, if you see online, they advocate that okay, you can do it, you can score like minimum, which is 8,777 by your own,
Mhm.
which is true
Mhm.
it to some extent if you have good good background of English communication, like you have been to a decent English school. I
Mhm.
studied like I took a 1 week off and I studied for a week and I got 8,777 for a time. But then I really because I wanted to like score more than that because of this course. So uh, I tried a lot of practice sessions, okay, on my own, but I was not
Mhm.
getting above that. I was not get going, above 8 or 7,
Mhm.
7.5. Okay,
Mhm.
so that is when I thought, okay, let me take some professional help. Let me go through who are, if there are any classes who can help me to, to reach that point 0.5 extra or point 1 extra, so that I can increase my scores. That is when I came across your classes, sir. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah, so that's what my
Yeah. Great. Great.
journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you find about career care? Now we call it IELTS to the point. So we are transiting career care to
Mhm.
IELTS to the point. So how did
Mhm.
you find about us?
So my friend's wife was one of your students for
Yeah.
IELTS uh, academic, I think,
Yeah.
couple of years back. So she
Yeah.
had really good, feedback. Like she attended few of your feedback sessions. She attended your study sessions, and she had really good feedback about your classes and the way you teach. And the size of your class is very small, so that you can concentrate. Then and student also can interact with each other and share their knowledge. So I really like that, and she suggested that I should go for career care. So I got the reference
Okay.
from.
Great. Great. So individually, let's come to the main question now. How much
Yeah.
did you score in your latest attempt?
Okay. All right. So I scored 9 in reading. I
Mm-hmm.
scored 8.5 in listening.
Great.
I scored 7.5 in speaking, and I scored
Uh-huh.
7 in writing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So let's take these individual sections and try to understand so that everybody who's watching this video can understand how to prepare individually,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So if we take listening, what difference did you make? I mean, I understand that you already had scored 7 or 8 bands in listening
Mm-hmm.
earlier,
Yeah.
but then what took you to from that particular score to 8.5?
All right. Yeah, that's a really good question, sir. Uh, okay. So honestly, I like before the classes, I was scoring in the range of 7.5, 7, at times 8. But then I would say most of the time, there was no consistency, I would say. But
Mm-hmm.
what I learned in your classes was the process, like how to approach those audios, what to
Mm-hmm.
look for in those audios, and
Mm-hmm.
where is the cue, and how to basically analyze and to get the answers from those videos. So initially,
Mm-hmm.
before the classes, I was more like just listening and based on the what do you the
Speech
language
or
at which.
audio. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But then yeah, like I said, it gave me a approach, a technique, basically, to understand. Okay, for first video, you should be looking for this thing. For second, you will be, you should understand this. So those
Mm-hmm.
that process, those techniques really,
Mm-hmm.
help me out to get that point 0.5 or 1 extra that I was looking for.
Great, great. So basically, you understood the traps that were there in listening that are important for students to realize. Acha, these are the main problems that
Mm-hmm.
IELTS is going to lay in my way, and I should
Yeah,
avoid them like this, right?
yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
great, great, great. And how about reading? How about reading?
Uh, reading. I think most of the students would agree that reading is the easiest of all four of them all. Okay, yeah,
Okay, actually, it is okay. So this will be very controversial, very frankly, because
acha,
what I see
acha,
from what I see on internet and even in class, reading is one of the toughest. I'll tell you that.
acha.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And then I would say for me, it was not. I think it was the easiest among all four.
Okay.
In the practice session also, I was scoring in the range of 7.5. At times, I
Okay.
was scoring 8. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
though the couple of things which I had difficulty, sir. I was
Mm-hmm.
losing marks on those sections. First was true and false and not given. I
Yeah.
think most of the students lose their marks on this
Yeah.
section.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
other one was matching the heading.
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Nightmares
So
for people. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So you will always find there are two or three topics which are like very you will not understand which topic paragraph is related to which topic. And in
Yeah.
the case of true false not given also, you will have that contradiction in your mind whether it is false or not given, because at times they use tricky sentences which will your mind will it will have really this hard time to understand whether it is false or not given. Okay,
Correct.
the same was happening with me also.
Mm-hmm.
But then the training that the technique that you had, which I your classes, skimming is
Mm-hmm.
one which
Mm-hmm.
really helped in matching the heading. And then
Mm-hmm.
there is your training section on true false and not given.
Mm-hmm.
How they try to trick us by
Yeah.
changing the subject at times, picking up synonymous. Those things really help me. Okay, so to understand me, to understand it better. After the classes, I'll tell you, I realized, okay, I was really, I find it really funny that I was making this mistake, because yeah, then I realized, okay, oh, this is really silly. When
Yeah.
you get to know that this is the the simplest uh, question that they can ask.
Yes, absolutely.
But then yeah, it's I don't know, it's pressure of the exam, or
Mhm.
students make those mistakes.
Great, great. How about writing? Because I'm very sure most of the people find it the most dreadful section, and you scored seven
Uh,
in it.
so I was scoring good in all other sections, like in the
Hmm.
range of 8.5 and 9.
Hmm.
The only section I was struggling was writing. I was not going beyond 6.5.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't know. I don't know what mistakes I was making, but
Hmm.
definitely I needed I needed improvement there. So so I before that, uh, I was before classes. I will talk. Before classes, I was more. I think there was no format as such in my mind. Okay,
Right.
like how to start, how to write the introduction section, and then how to approach the point one, point two, then examples, and then at the end the conclusion. Okay, so before the classes, I did not have a format in my mind how to write essay. Though we all had written essays in our school, but it is not that professional, or that is not up to that level. Okay, so
Right.
before that, I was just based on my experience, based on my thoughts, I was approaching the essays, even the
Hmm.
practicing essays. But then after the classes, the techniques that that you taught us, how to write the introduction, and then how to write the uh, para one, para two, and how to articulate the examples which are
Right.
related to the topics also. and you had different ideas or different way of writing those paragraphs for different kinds of essays. For example,
Right.
opinion based, discussion based. So these all have you have like two three examples, two three ways of writing these essays, which was really helpful because you
Yeah.
never know what kind of essay that you are going to get in your exam, and you
Absolutely.
should always have at least two three different kinds of the format in your mind if you get that kind of essay.
Correct.
So it really helps, really, and it saved a lot of time also that I do not have to, really spend time on thinking about what format should I go, how to start the
Right.
introduction, how to approach the paragraphs one and two, and then conclusion. Because I knew
Right.
that okay, this is how I have to start. So let me focus on the actual topic. Let me think
Correct.
about the ideas about the actual topic rather than thinking of how to start the statement or introduction and then how to start the para 1 and para 2 and the conclusion. So I
Correct.
think it made a difference, to be honest, sir, that point 0.5 or 1 is,
Mm-hmm.
I think, is because of that only.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
And how about speaking? I know you had scored really well in speaking earlier as well. But
Mhm.
did you find any, our suggestions or any classes helpful as far as speaking is concerned?
Uh, so, sir, as far as format goes, I think it is good the way
Mm-hmm.
you have formed your speaking the classes. First
Mm-hmm.
is general talk, wherein you mentioned four or five kinds of questions they will ask,
Yeah.
examples, yes or no questions, those things. This and second is the topic discussion on a topic for a minute.
Cue
That
card.
format is good, but I think, sir, more than that, I think students need to practice on their own speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially those who does not have a English speaking background,
Yeah.
who do not use that language in their day to day day to day conversation. So I think that is, I mean, only your classes would definitely not help. The students would definitely need to go beyond that, beyond the attending your class. But definitely, if, it will definitely help them to achieve that point 0.5 and 1 extra if they are
Right.
lacking. If they are between 6 and 6.5, 5.5 to 6, it will
Yeah.
push them to from 6 to 7 or maybe 7.5, push them from 6.5 to 7.5 because
Yeah.
it gives you the right mindset and the approach, how to approach the examiner, how to approach the question
Correct.
in a
Correct.
better way, in a right way.
Yeah.
So yeah, so definitely, for speaking, I would suggest everyone, whoever is watching this video, just don't rely on this thing. You should
Mm-hmm.
try to speak day-to-day conversation. Try to read as much as possible. Try to think of different synonyms for one word. Those things would really help.
Correct. All right. All right. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So, Virendra, there's one more question that many students are asking currently. I hope that you will be able to answer that. Should I go for paper-based IELTS or computer-delivered IELTS? What would you
Uh,
recommend?
my answer is same, sir. You will find on the internet everybody's answer. I agree
Uh-huh.
with most of the answers. See, if you have if you have a desk job, you work on the computer in your profession. You should go for computer based definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but you are not used to using the keyboard, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and your job does not allow you to use the system. I think you should go for the paper based.
So, which one did you go for?
I gave computer based.
And what difficulties did you find otherwise in computer delivered tests? Like, probably, when you went there for the first time, you surprised by some of the things that happened over there? What precautions students should take if they opt for, computer delivered test? So, if you can give some pointers over there, that will be great.
Uh, all right. Uh, so for reading, I think it doesn't. I mean, there's not much difference because reading is as good as you're doing on paper. For listening, definitely, because as you listen, you have to type the answer. So you
Yeah,
should be, I mean, you are doing multitasking. So you should be focused. Your focus should be very, very good. So
correct.
which requires a lot of practice, sir. So
Mm.
and if you do not have that habit, listening and typing, you will definitely miss out on few important lines or the audio and answers. Okay.
Correct.
uh, so what I did, I'll tell you, sir. I would not suggest anyone to do it, but
Mhm.
I find it easy, so I did it. So what I did is, as I was listening the audio, I wrote. I took a pencil and paper and I wrote my answer. And after the video, I just copied those into the system because I found it more easy, so that I can focus. I can not look at the paper and write, still write. But for
Okay.
keyboard, I need to look at the keyboard and write.
Okay.
So my mind is focusing on two things, audio and the keyboard. So I
Okay.
might lose concentration there. So what I did was, whenever possible, I used to write the answer on the paper without looking at the paper, and then copy those answers after the audio into the system. So this
Okay.
is
But
how.
okay, that could be a big stunt for some people because
Yeah, yeah. It would. So that's the reason I said I would not suggest that. But I did it.
yeah,
Two times I did it. I scored 8.5 and 9. So it
great.
worked for me. It worked for me. Yeah.
Okay. Anything in writing or speaking? Speaking
Uh,
anyway, it was an interview with a person, so it
hmm,
doesn't
hmm.
matter for speaking. It's the same whether you give
Yeah.
paper delivered or whether you give CDT, that is computer delivered. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Exactly.
But how about writing? Did you find any difference, or is it just because of typing? If you're used to typing, you should go for computer.
Uh, to be honest, sir, I don't. I mean, I don't know because I'm not very used to writing. I think not most of us are used to of writing nowadays. So
Using pen.
yeah,
Using pen.
we
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
We hardly use pen.
Correct.
So yeah. But then I think more than difficulties, I think there are benefits of using computer delivered text because uh, you can write faster. And
Yeah,
I believe that if you are used to of writing, you can write a little faster, and your handwriting is, you know, I mean, uh, the examiner will not have difficulties, reading your answers. That is the
correct.
one advantage. The second advantage is, many a times we write something, we write some ideas, and then we get a better idea, and then we tend to cancel that and write the new idea. Okay. So in that case, your answer becomes very, what
Shabby.
is, yeah, very
Otherwise,
shabby.
it becomes very shabby. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And if examiner is very, not, is not, is very keen on the cleanliness, then you might lose some marks there. But I would, yeah. But then
Correct.
in computer delivered test, you can simply go back, delete it, and then you can rewrite the idea, rewrite the word, and then while checking also, in last 2-3 minutes, if you see you have used one word like 2-3 times, more than one time, you can simply delete it and write a synonymous, write a different word for that word without striking it out or without, scrubbing with the pen and those things. It
Correct.
looks neat and it looks like, okay, you had all this information in your first thought.
You are one of those students who has attended classroom coaching as well as you have
Yeah,
attended the online
yeah,
coaching as well.
yeah.
So how did you find those, two different? Because we were in transition at that point of time. Some classes you have done in classroom, some classes you have done online, and then you also saw the platform.
Hmm.
So what was your experience going from classroom to online because of corona and lockdown?
Uh, it was different, sir. Okay, so all my life I've always studied classroom. Okay, I've never studied online anything. Okay,
Okay.
so I always studied classroom training, but this was, like I said, very good. The portal that we have made is very simple, and it's very easy to navigate also.
Yeah.
You have made a different section for each of the topics, and you have explained those topics very briefly. So that portal is very helpful, I would say. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Comparing with the online classes which I attended, so I attended listening.
Mm-hmm.
no, not listening. Writing and speaking classroom. Then after
Mm-hmm.
lockdown started, so
Yeah.
there is the other two I attended online. Uh, I think uh, the online classes will have more focus on the student. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
you you can ask whatever you want, but online classes when you have like more than 30-40 students, you get a lot of different questions which you
Yeah.
might not know, which you might not ask or you might not have thought of. Okay,
Yeah.
which I really experienced when I attended few online classes on weekend. The
Mm-hmm.
question that people were asking were really good questions, but had not thought about it. Okay, so that was a plus point of having an online classes, I would say, with a group of people rather than having 2-3 people in attending a classroom training. Uh,
Correct.
yeah, so I think that this platform is better than having an online classes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
So
found it
platform,
like
you're saying the pre-recorded sessions and everything that is there on the platform is even better than attending Zoom classes or something like that.
yeah. See, the content
Okay.
wise, I am sure you are having the same content on both the platforms.
Absolutely. Everywhere.
Right,
Yes. Yes.
right.
Yes.
So, but then on online side, you have more than 5-6 students. You have like
Yeah.
40 for 50 students, and that too
Yeah.
from different. I would say areas like countries, like you said,
Yeah. Yeah.
different states. So, the question that they get, the question that they ask, really, I think it helps you in some way,
Yeah.
to understand or to know. Okay, this can also happen. Okay,
Correct.
this, yeah. So those things helps us.
Okay. Okay. That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. So Virendra, that was really great talking to you. I hope that you get your PR very soon.
Yeah,
We are getting a lot of good news from other students who were here during lockdown. So they have started their process. Some have got their invitations to, apply finally.
uh-huh.
Some are even traveling. So
Oh, nice,
yeah,
nice. Good to
yeah,
hear.
yeah. So I hope you also get your PR
Yeah,
as soon
sure,
as
definitely,
possible.
sir.
Yeah.
Definitely, sir. Yeah,
And
sure.
best luck. Keep in touch whenever you
Yeah,
need anything. Just let me know.
sure, sure, sure.
Okay.
It was nice
All
talking
right.
to you also,
Yeah,
sir.
same here, same
Yeah,
here. And thank
yeah.
you for your time. Thanks a lot. I
No
really
problem, sir.
appreciate it.
Anytime. All right. All right. Thank
Thank
you.
you.